Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Ritika Kapoor and I'm part of ABN AMRO Bank Credit Card Department from past 3 years. Today, I'm here to talk about global warming. Before I start, my question is, why do you think it is important to know about global warming? Or what's so important that we must know about global warming? Can any one of you?
It affects all of us.
True, in what sense?
In the sense that the climate is changing, the environment around us is changing, so it has a direct impact on us.
Very true. I think to our shock and to our surprise, do we all know that there is 0.6 degrees Celsius increase in the average global temperature in the 20th century, which is the most rapid increase in the recorded history. So I think here comes the need of awareness. When we see so much of uneven happenings in the natural phenomena in our environment, it suggests that it's high time that we must know about global warming and its effects, basically, so that we can cure it to make Earth a better place to live in. So today the purpose of my presentation is to educate you all about global warming and its effect so that we can save it. Before I start, I'll start my presentation with what global warming is all about. Then I'll move on to causes. After that, we'll discuss its effects. And finally, I will summarize by suggesting few of the action plans how to save it. We have kept 5-minute session post-presentation for the questions, so you can save the questions for that period. As I said, I'll start my presentation by explaining what global warming is all about. Global warming, as I said, it's increase in the average global temperature near the Earth's surface. Now, IPCC, which is actually a scientific body assigned to evaluate the risk of the climate change, that reports that global average temperature, as I said, it's increased by 0.6 degrees Celsius. The 10 hottest years so far we have recorded is since 1990, right? I think a greenhouse effect, I think we all are aware what greenhouse effect is all about, and it's one of the major contributors for the global warming. Greenhouse effect basically operates, what happens that major cause is elevated level of greenhouse gases. When we talk about greenhouse gases, what all gases we are talking about? Can anybody?
Carbon dioxide.
Methane. Absolutely. Methane, ozone, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, fluorofluorocarbons. These are few of the gases. These gases have their own warming effect, which make actually Earth a better place to live in. But this effect has increased now with the increase in the level of gases. Why these gases have increased? Basically, as we all know, industrialization, deforestation, which is mainly due to population, our very own increased use of automobiles, and to our surprise, to our shock, I've just read an article morning about global warming, and you all will be surprised to know that one of the major indirect causes of global warming is increase in divorce. Increase in divorce is increasing the global warming. According to the studies of the Michigan University, they state that after divorces, the per person utilization of natural resources and household equipment increases, and that increases global warming. As you can see in the graph, that there is steep increase in the global temperature, especially after the 19th century and towards the 20th century. Now let's move on to effects. As we can see, this polar bear is finding no place to live in because there is no ice. Now global warming effects are severe, actually severe and alarming. The sea level is rising. There's increase in the intensity of the weather events. We're having storms, floods, drought at regular intervals. The various other effects could be that species are extincting. There could be change in the agriculture yields, glaciers are retreating, there could be various diseases. And I would like to share one statistic record with me, that there were some 20,000 deaths in Europe 4 years back, and almost more than 1,500 deaths in India just because of extreme heat waves. And this is sad. A brief synopsis of how the effects could be. A brief synopsis of how the effects could be due to global warming. As I said, glacier retreat, economic losses can happen, flood, drought, increased disease vectors, increase in the precipitation. Now the biggest question, how to overcome this problem? We have solutions with us, but we are not doing anything. So it is our moral responsibility at the individual, national and international level to take steps to ensure that these problem is curbed. We have technologies coming up, so policies should be laid down to ensure the widespread adoption of these technologies. And the fastest 4 methods which I think that we can consider are, we can cut down our electricity consumption by modernizing the power plants. Second, we can use hybrid engines for our cars, like we are using CNG these days. We can plant more trees. But what's the use of mentioning these action plans until unless they are put to use? So I think end of the day what matters is that we are the ones who are living on this earth. So let's do it, if not for ourselves, for our next generation, to provide them a beautiful earth to live on. Thank you. Thanks very much.